Welcome to Wine Vault TV, another episode of about New Zealand wine and Pinot. And today we're going to do two wines, both from Marlborough, the Huia Pinot Gris and the Forrest 03 Pinot Noir. And this is from the Bryant Valley, and this is from the Wairau Valley. The people who made this are absolutely lovely, Claire and Mike, and they make a very European style of wine, which is pretty good for me. And let's get straight into it. Now the colour's pretty good. It's I don't know whether you can see that, but it's just a kind of light yellow, and you get this lovely aroma on the nose straight away, and it's pear, and there's a bit of stone fruit, mandarin, peach, and it's quite a sweet nose. You get a lovely ripeness on the mouth and coming through from the fruit, but it finishes fairly dry, and there's enough acid to hold it all together, and it's just a very well made quality Pinot Gris, which is usually an oxymoron for me coming from New Zealand Pinot Gris. There's almost a bit of rubber in there, squash ball or something like that at the end. Not unpalatable, it's actually a different component which is actually quite nice. Right, now Forrest make a whole array of wines, and they make one really funny white, and it's kind of 5 grape varietals, and I think it's called the Collection, and that's a white wine. And for me it's quite interesting, but it's not my thing. The Pinot Noir is all Marlborough fruit, and this is the 03, and you get quite a bright kind of plummy robe on it, and it's light enough so that you can actually see your hand through it, which is one of the things that I think is necessary for Pinot Noir. It's got to be light enough so you can see your hand, not those big over extracted, almost Australian Shiraz like Pinots. And there's a kind of hint of cinnamon on the nose. I've got this whole rubber thing, I don't know whether that's just my nose today, but there's a bit of kind of rubber on the nose, but there is definitely some cherries and other fruit, black fruit as well. It's quite a dry, with kind of really quite fine cocoa tannins on it. It's quite fruity, just drops away a bit at the end there. Yeah, just drops away a bit too quickly for me. But everything leading up to that point was great, and it's really what I like to see in New Zealand Pinot. It's a cross between Central Otago and Marlborough for me. There's some earthy, kind of savoury characters coming through right at the end now. It's much better on the second mouthful, but the fruit is bright enough and strong enough to still be showing. And for an 03 Pinot from Marlborough, where it's kind of, although it's got the most Pinot grapes planted and vines planted, but it's not renowned for its Pinot, apart from other producers like From and Dog Point do a good one, and Cloudy Bay now do a good one. There are very few and far between that can make a decent Pinot coming out of there. And it's actually a very good example. So I'm going to score that 88 points, and this 89 plus points, just stroking that 90, I think. Which I still think is very good for New Zealand Pinot Gris. Anyway, until the next time, ka kite anō.